to do some unpackaging, and I've got 3 parcels, and I received them in the post actually a couple of days ago, and I've been very strong and not undone them until I could make a video with it, so until I could share it with you. I'm staying at my mum and dad's at the moment, so they're actually in the house. They're downstairs, but they know that I'm making a video, and I've instructed them that they're to stay in the lounge until I've finished. And so hopefully they will, but just in case there is some background noise, then at least you know my situation. So this is going to be quite a relaxed video, and as I said, I've got 3 parcels. I know you can't quite see this one fully on the camera at the moment, and this one has cellophane around it, but it's actually 2 boxes. So this is a box and this is a box, and it's the same thing, but I ordered 2 of them, and so they've obviously come together, but I kept it on all the cellophane and everything so that you could enjoy the different noises that it makes. And then the other one that I have is this one. So it's more of it's thinner, and it's still cardboard, like a cardboard sort of envelope. We'll get to that one in a minute. So I do also have a cup of tea. So this is what I mean when I say it's more of a relaxed video. Okay, so I've got my cup of tea, I've got my parcels, and I've got you to share it with me. So if you'd like to make yourself a cup of tea, press pause now. But if not, I'm going to enjoy my cup of tea and unbox my new things. Okay, so the parcels, the things that I've ordered, they are from Groupon. So if you live in the UK, you may have heard of it. It's Groupon, and they started quite a few years ago now, and they have got really, really big actually. It's a website where you can go and you can order goods which have all been quite heavily discounted, and they will also send you daily emails as well. Now I remember when they first started, you'd get an email and it would only have one thing on it. It was like, like a daily deal sort of thing, one thing in every email, and it's local to your area, so you can say what area you live in, and it would have been local to you. It could be a service or it could be a product. At the beginning it was mainly services actually, like beauty treatment or a haircut or like a car service or a valet or things like that, things like services that were, and usually the discount is more than 50%, so it's quite good. But now, as I said, they're absolutely huge now, and you can get all sorts of things on there, and they have a website and you can search and you can get all sorts of things. And recently they had coconut oil, and they had a litre of it for $9.99, and I'm a fan of coconut oil, and it is quite expensive, so when I saw that I thought, well, that's a bargain. And it's extra virgin coconut oil, which is good, and I ordered 2 litres, so that's why I have two boxes here. boxes have cellophane around them. So I'm first of all going to remove the cellophane. I have some scissors because I might not be able to get into it very well, so I'm going to make a snip. Okay, so this is one of the boxes. And you can see it says coconut oil, coconut chips, coconut milk, coconut jam, coconut sugar, coconut flour, all in different size writing on the box. The box is quite large, and then it has the Coconut Merchant logo on it on that side. And then more words. And then on this side, the labelling for the box, just to say that it is fragile and to store it this way up. And another logo. The top of the box has a barcode, and it has the opening here. Now we can see that we have some polystyrene. So I'll just take that out. It's quite a thin piece. Just a little thin piece there. You can see the indentation of the lid on top. And you can see how the jar has been packaged, so it's got polystyrene around the edge, and there's the lid of the jar. So let's take it out and have a look. Such a nice noise, was it? That squeaky against the polystyrene. I do apologise if you don't like that one. Okay, so this is the jar. It a 1 litre jar, and it's made of glass. And it says Coconut Merchant on the front, raw organic extra virgin coconut oil, 100% natural, no preservatives, non-GMO, perfect for frying, cooking and baking. Now, I got into coconut oil a while ago, and the first thing that I ever had with coconut oil was actually coffee, and it tastes absolutely delicious. I'm not a massive fan of coffee, but I like the fancy coffees that you can get, the very creamy ones and the mocha choca ones with the cream on top, the ones that are quite milky. And if I have just a regular coffee, I don't like it with milk at all. I think that tastes horrible. So if I ever do have just a coffee, I have it with cream and sugar. So they're quite bad for me, to be honest. I don't have them very often. They're more of a treat. Then someone said, have you ever had coconut oil in your coffee? And I said, no, hadn't heard of that before. And they said, well, just make a black coffee and take a teaspoon of coconut oil. They said to start with a teaspoon, but if you wanted to, you can add more to taste. So they said, but as you haven't had it before, then just start with a teaspoon. So, and they said, put that in the coffee and then blend it with inside a blender or with a handheld blender. And they said blend it quite a lot until it's all mixed, well mixed, and you'll get a sort of creamy foam on top, a creamy layer on the top of the coffee when you pour it into the mug. So I did this, and they were right, you do get like a creamy layer on top, and then you drink the coffee and it tastes just like it's got cream in it. It's absolutely amazing. But obviously it doesn't, it has coconut oil, which is much better for you. I'm sure some people might disagree with that. I've found there's been so much, I've seen so many articles and things on television and all sorts recently about how different foods are good for you and bad for you, and how things that they thought used to be good for you are no longer good for you, and the things that were bad for you are now not bad for you, and it's quite confusing. And I like to try and do my best I can as far as it comes to eating, and I do take time to do research on certain things and to actually to know what I'm eating and drinking, and sort of do my best to not eat too much rubbish. But it is difficult when the research changes and they change their mind on what's good and what's bad. But for now, I believe coconut oil is quite good for you, so I will continue to use it because I like it as well. So, but you don't just have to use it in cooking. You can use it on your face, on your lips as a lip balm. You can use it on your hair to give it a conditioning treatment. You can use it all over your body, just as sort of like a moisturiser, but not one that you'd wear every day. Sort of like one if you've been out in the sun a lot, and your skin needs a bit of extra TLC, then you could use this. And also you can mix it with sugar or salt to make a scrub. Apparently it's quite good if you put it on your eyelashes to keep them healthy and lovely. So yeah, so there's sort of lots of different things you can do with this, and I like it, so I bought it while it was on offer. So now I'm going to unpackage the other jar, and I'll just let you watch that. So this one is still inside the cellophane. The second jar, it's exactly the same as the first one, and I think this will last me a very long time because you don't need very much of it. The ingredients say raw organic extra virgin coconut oil. Ingredients: coconut 100%. And here we have a little checklist, and it says it's virgin cold pressed, it's organic, gluten free, low GI, 0% cholesterol, dairy free, and no preservatives. And then it tells you each 15ml serving contains 105 calories, which is 5% of your daily allowance, 14 grams of fat, which is 20% of your daily allowance, 13 grams of saturates, 65% of your daily allowance, 0 grams of sugar, which is obviously 0%, and 0 grams of salt, which is 0%. So that was parcels number 1 and 2. have some tea. I hope you're having a great day. It's a bank holiday here in the UK, and as usual, the weather's decided to go grey and cloudy. So I was hoping to perhaps do something today, but I have decided not to because it's actually going to start raining soon. And then I looked at the weather forecast and it's meant to get sunny at about 6 p.m. So that's just great, isn't it? It's not what you want on a bank holiday anyway. But that is what we come to expect from England. This is my dad's mug because it's got an owl on it. He likes owls. But I really like this mug, so I use it when I come here. So I like the shape of it. It's quite light, and I like the lip. It's got another owl on the other side. Is that a baby owl? Yes. No. Can't quite tell. There might be baby owls or just... And it also has one on the inside here. And on there. Lots of owls. But I like this mug. Okay, so the next parcel is, as I've already said, it's a cardboard, like a cardboard envelope. This is also a Groupon item. This is actually the reason that I went on there, because they send me their regular emails and I saw this on there and I thought, oh, I must get that. And then whilst I was looking, I found the coconut oil, so I ended up getting two things. And inside this parcel are some allergy tablets, and it's a 6-month supply of allergy tablets, and it only cost £5, and it's from a company called Chemist for You. You can see the address there. That's how you do it if you wanted to look them up. Chemist for You, and they were the ones that did the offer. A 6-month supply of antihistamine for £5. Now, I haven't lived in the UK for a little while, but obviously I am English, so I grew up here and everything, but I do get rather bad hay fever when I'm in the UK, and I think, well, I'm planning to be in the UK now till the end of the year, so I thought I'd better get myself prepared for the impending allergy season and get some hay fever tablets. In the past I have actually just bought them from chemists and what have you, but they can end up quite expensive, because quite often you only get 7 in a pack, and they can be about £5 just on their own, which when you get hay fever as bad as I do, it can work out very expensive. So when I saw 6 months supply for only £5, I thought I would grab it. So I'm going to go ahead and open this one now. ASMR friendly packaging. There you go, new business idea. Gonna have to watch this video back and hope it's not too loud, but we'll see. Okay. So we have six packets of 30 tablets. So it is indeed a 6-month supply, and I've gone for the loratadine. They did have an option to get sertrazine as well. I think that's how you say it. But I just get on slightly better with loratadine, so I ordered that one. Also, this one had less ingredients in it, so I thought that looked a bit better. And the packet is quite small. It's called Hay Leaf. That's not a very good name, is it, really? It's a play on the word hay fever and relief, I believe. Hay Leaf. That's really rubbish, actually. That's terrible. That's probably why they were so cheap. And it says hay fever and allergy, 10mg tablets. Loratadine, and it's good for hay fever, skin allergies, dust, household allergies, pet allergies, and insect bites. So I think it's always a good idea to have some antihistamines around. You never know when you might get stung by a wasp, or stung or a stinging nettle, or suddenly, touch something you're not familiar with and perhaps be allergic to it. So, but as I said, my primary reason for these is my hay fever. As you can see, it's got pictures of sunflowers on the box. I love sunflowers; they're quite pretty. So that's pretty. And it has the braille as well. So the box is textured. I think you can see that there. And on the back as well, it's textured with the braille. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've also included some leaflets, some advertising things, which I'm probably not interested in. I'll just get rid of those and show you. Six boxes of antihistamines, and my hay fever doesn't last 6 months, so these will hopefully last me a few years. Actually, I could probably get through about 2 months. Usually May and June, definitely. Occasionally, sometimes it does go into July as well a little bit, so definitely May and June, so I'll definitely get through at least 2 boxes. So that wasn't too loud. I hope you have a lovely day, whatever you're doing, or a lovely evening.